First off, I want to thank you guys for this opportunity. We are honored and excited to play Oregon State in El Paso, Texas, in the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. Really since the announcement, I've seen videos just showing the excitement and emotion from the committee, the people of El Paso, the even executive director Bernie Olives. I thought it really hit me, and I want to make sure that everybody knows how excited we are. The feeling is so mutual. I'm excited to take this team to El Paso, Texas, and experience everything that encompasses the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl and compete against another top 25 opponent. And we look forward to getting down there. And we've talked all year about these 12 guaranteed opportunities. So we're fortunate now to have opportunity 13. So with that, I'll open it up. I thought our players truly handled, some of the adversity we had this year. We had a tough loss to Ohio State and found a way to bounce back. And then 2 weeks later, you lose to Louisville, and it's a resilient group. And I'm proud of our coaches and the players of continuously being resilient, continuously improving. And the opportunity to play for 10 wins is something that very few college football programs get the chance to do. And so just credit to our leaders and credit to our players for what the work they've put in. I know, and we know who's playing and who's going to opt out. We're moving forward with the guys that we have, but I want to make sure we let those guys that are not going to play make their announcements in the next few days, and I want to give them the opportunity to do that.
Can you share if Sam Hartman is playing?
As I said, I'm going to let the guys that are not playing make their announcements. It reminds you how honored you are to be able to play in the Sun Bowl, but to be able to play in Game 13. And our guys have worked tremendously hard to put ourselves in this position. And so we are embracing that. We're just as excited to get down there to experience the city of El Paso and everything that comes along with the Sun Bowl. I've been on the road recruiting since we found out we're playing them. We've watched them in a few crossover games. I know most recently, as we were preparing for Stanford, I was able to watch Oregon State play Stanford. So I know they're a heck of a football team. There's a reason why they're ranked in the top 25, and I know they'll present some great challenges for our program. So we're excited for this opportunity to play against a really good football team. Yeah, both Dion and KK will be available. This is obviously KK's first, real practice, but I'm excited to see. We've only had 2 practices so far, so I'm excited to see him as we continue to progress. I've had from the last time we spoke, it was 24 hours of deep thought and difficult conversations with a lot of players and a lot of coaches, regarding our overall performance at wideout. And I had to make a difficult decision. And I am truly, just thankful for Chansi and everything he's done and given to this program. And but we had to move forward, and that's what we're going to do. Well, I think everybody tries to project where you're going to go, and we don't have a say in that. And so we were waiting for the ACC to make their decisions. And when I found out we were going to the Sun Bowl, I have a lot of respect for that bowl, and to play a great opponent like Oregon State, it was exciting. I was in between a couple home visits, so I was pretty busy at the time. And finally, when I got the news that where we were going, it's an exciting time for our program. No, that's definitely in the top of our priorities, my priority. Still working through this process. And going through some interviews, and I hope to make a decision here sooner rather than later. Yeah, Eric, I was trying to do it a little bit on the plane here a minute ago, but we'll be back this weekend from recruiting and have a couple practices, and then we got to go back on the road, and they'll have finals. Our players will have finals, and then after the following week, recruiting will be over, and so then we'll really dive deep into the practice plans of before probably I can't remember the exact date we're going to let them go home. We're going to give them a couple of days to go home before we get to El Paso on the 24th. on the 24th. So that's kind of how it's going to be the next 2 weekends. We'll practice during the week. We'll be on the road recruiting, and then we'll have a good 5-6 days before we let our players go home. Well, I think the challenges are to really kind of figure out exactly what guys are going to be at what positions and what team you're going to have as you prepare for this game. But I have a good idea of the guys that will be opting out. And it's a great opportunity for some guys that maybe don't have as much experience to really show how talented they are, right? How they can help your football team. And so I really look at it as a great opportunity for the core nucleus of our team as we continue to move forward into next year to one, improve, but two, showcase our ability in the Sun Bowl versus a great opponent. Well, when guys earn a degree and are seeking more playing time or a different opportunity, I'm supportive of that. I'm always disappointed when a guy leaves without his degree, and so that's really the situation with those two. Concepts are concepts, and we'll look into it as we really get a chance to dive deep into the preparation. I know our coaches right now are currently on the road, but you look at personnel just to again know who you're going against and what are their strengths and weaknesses. But concepts are still concepts in terms of as you prepare for an opponent. So there will be some challenges not knowing exactly maybe if there's not a lot of film of a certain individual playing in the game at that position. But again, you game plan mostly with concepts, and that's something we'll continue to do.